guys, it's Chestnut. I am doing a plot today with Proxima Dust. It is my first Dominion plot, so I thank Proxima for volunteering. Um, they do not currently have a microphone, so we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to turn off my microphone while I'm recording the video so you guys can hear the game sounds and all that stuff. And then she and I are going to talk in says. And I'll end up speeding up the video while we're talking in says and reading like their responses and things like that. So just know that if you guys don't have a microphone, it doesn't stop you from participating in this, and we'll totally work around it. So if you are interested in Yardcore, sign up, and we are going to start the tour, and I am going to turn off my microphone. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be adding some audio later, so it might sound a little bit different. So let's do the tour.
Okay.
This is a commission plot, correct?
Yep. Commissioned by Ben Vicious. He reached out and asked if I was interested, and we settled on an Elden theme.
Awesome. So what's this room? I like the ships up top.
I love the ships. They were added in Drop 4.
Yeah, I love seeing how people use them.
Yeah, this is the entry hall. Nothing too fancy. It's a work in progress, so it is not fully detailed.
How did you get the arched windows?
That would be 2 granite arches. I just offset the arches to create the eyelid effect.
I love the eyelid effect.
I wanted a different vibe from the Academy, so the plot is called Sanctuary.
So this looks like a place to watch ships go past.
The hallways are meant to be relaxation areas. A bit roomier than the rest of the plot. The theme of the plot is basically Elden Facility repurposed by the Dominion to serve as a retreat for wounded officers.
Oh, cool.
So this Elder area is Dominion made. Hence the coloring, red security windows, Cashian marble floors, etc. This plant was an experiment. Right now, the Ichthian holding tank is our best shot at water decor, but it's a bit cloudy.
Yeah, it's clear on some angles and cloudy on others.
I dropped some curved glass in front to reveal the plants inside. Since glass tends to remove hollow effects, you can use it as a cobbling tool.
I didn't know that.
So this is the main lower level common area. Right and left we have auto clinics for the officers. The first 2 are a bit detailed, but the back clinics are a work in progress. If you step into the clinic you can see I've used glass again to cobble out the hollow effect. It helps diminish some of the cluttered feel. This is the media area for general relaxation.
What's this floor tile?
This is the Dominion emblem. Very nice piece.
Where would one find it? Is it an architect thing?
I believe it's a PvP drop. In fact, PvP drops many of the Dominion-themed decor, Dominion Angel, Dominion Bunker, etc. Gardens down the line here. This side is much the same. So here we've got the main entrance to the Exonite Springs.
The view from here is gorgeous. So I know that there was a theme going into this commission, but did anything change as you were building, like theme changes or such?
Oh, yeah. I realized quickly that building an entire Elden plot would be hard for me. There aren't many Elden pieces, and the green and gold are difficult to complement.
I can see that being hard to work with.
I think it conflicted a bit with my style as well. I will say, it was fun doing a commission. Having a patron is great. I get fast, free decor. He gets more gameplay incentive to farm gold and BOP items from instance content. It's a great relationship I wish more people would take advantage of.
That's a neat way to think of a commission. So what's the going rate of commissions generally? Not specifically like what you got paid per se, but what the commission market looks like.
Actually, I'm not sure. I've only ever seen to other players offer commissions, and I didn't find out if they actually got offers.
Oh wow, so it's definitely an open market right now.
I'd say so. I think the onus is probably on the patron.
I've heard between 15 and even 40 plat, but I think that would depend on the work the person is commissioning, etc.
Well, then take me 20 plat, which was incredibly generous from my point of view, as I didn't get to completely finish the plot. As a builder, I won't generally go looking for someone else to own a plot I build.
So you like to take complete ownership?
Yeah, I'd say generally I need to follow my own vision. The plot took 60 hours to produce this, whereas the Academy took 120. You can invest that kind of time without a lot of control, but it depends on what inspires the builder. I get either an emotional thing, like the Academy was built when I longed to be a kid in a school in space, which was nostalgia from the movie Space Camp, or I want to build something architecturally impressive, like a skyscraper or my BRK ship.
So what else is going on with these gardens to keep them fitting in the theme?
So this area was part of my early conceptualization. I always liked to at nature, and wanted a bit more foresty feel. Down the Academy. But these are the main attraction, two Exonite pools which have healing properties. These were the primary reason for the Dominion taking over the Elden Facility.
Oh neat.
It's still not fully polished, but I'm using 2 hot springs fab kits. There should be more of these stones for resting.
I like how the color schemes differ in each.
Well, I needed to create distinction, because I use 2 of the same fab. The more detail is in the fab or decor piece, the harder it is to cobble, since it will be more recognizable. This back area is work in progress resting grounds for the retreat. And then wanted a moon view. So I tried to compromise with this area, and another one up top.
It's gorgeous, perfectly placed sitting spot.
This level was supposed to be a detailed walkway, but I knew there wouldn't be enough decor left. So for now it's just a shortcut to the second level. This is the first level of the Elden Facility. This was the first real cobble I did for the plot. I used a lot of the few Elden pieces that exist.
Now, when you use cobble, do you mean putting things together?
Yes. Cobble is just blending/varying pieces to emphasize specific parts of the object.
Cool, it's neat to learn new terms.
This piece here is just a 3-piece cobble. The Elden chest is used to provide most of the detail. The Elden fountain is used as a base. This big piece here is about 13 decor. I built it in about an hour and then polished for about an hour the next day. Lots of experimenting, of course. To bring more of an Elden theme to the architecture, I used datascape windows to modify the Dominion stone walls.
It's beautiful. I love the Drusera statue.
So here, I was able to downplay the Dominion vibe by using the green with gold to bring out more of an Elden feel.
It definitely feels Elden in here.
I'm incredibly impressed with how much mileage Carbine and the players have gotten out of the decor pieces we have. 1 year later, 6 builds later, and I'm still finding new cobbles.
It's pretty incredible to see what folks think of.
I think most of us hate stairs. I just kind of said screw physics, have a glass ramp. Spending 40 pieces to get a stair is not acceptable. So this is the Elden Library.
Oh, what's that piece right ahead? I see an Ichthian tank with an Elden tree, but I'm not sure what's making the window.
Digital Marauder netting. It's a somewhat rare vet dungeon drop for 2 to 3 plat usually. Although the hollow effect is quite pretty, I find it hard to use the item. It has irregular metal framing, and, again, I find the green can be hard to match. So this is probably my best use of it. This floor is mostly showcasing, just trying to produce pretty things. Landing pads. This is for transport, the other pad is for security. This is another work in progress area. This is supposed to be a sky lounge. The concept again of the retreat, so this is where the officers would mingle and such. A lot more cobbling.
I love the feel up here in the moon view.
There should be tables and seating for about 30 up here. Each Elden antenna should have a table with chairs. Speaking stage. And a secret spot for them.
I was just gonna ask if it's a VIP lounge.
Just tried to get the perfect moon view. Mountains, moons, clouds.
You totally did.
And a little homemade theater. So that's pretty much it at this point.
It's also pretty.
100 more detail, plus editing usually swaps around 50 to 100 items. It would be much more polished looking. But there is never enough time.
So one of my standard questions I ask is, what made you get into housing in the first place?
I suck at art in real life. Badly. But I write and design amateur games, and I like to sing. I like artsy things. So when I realized you could break item boundaries and cobble what amounts to pop art in a sci-fi game, I almost crapped myself. My first build was a space tavern with Japanese inspiration, Firefly-like, inside the Piglet ship. And I was hooked. I built my first plot, blew it up, built another, blew it up. I've blown up 5 plots in the Academy as phase 6 of my masochistic evolution.
Build or seem to blow up plots often?
Honestly, WildStar needs a bind on account crate. That would make things so much easier. Every time a drop comes, I'm like, okay, I have 2000 decor on this tune. I want to make the best plot I can with new stuff. So I have to use Proxima. With a bind on account crate, I would have never blown up my last 2 or 3 plots. I wouldn't have needed to. I think it will happen, but it's probably about demand. Housing is so niche. But maybe the next drop, which I think is housing focused.
But housing is totally one of the things that people know about in this game, so I'm not sure how niche it is. It's what gets a lot of attention and praise in social media and stuff.
Well, it's the best thing about the game, other than combat, in my opinion. But I mean, builders are a rarity, I think. I would guess that 10% of players build regularly. It's just sci-fi Legos. With pretty things that aren't blocks.
So if you had someone that wanted to get into housing, would you have any tips or tricks for them?
I would say use Google Image to find things to inspire you. If you want, pick a culture, like Elden, Dominion, or Marauder as your guidepost. And finally, before you start, amass as many decor as you can that you think will work. Lay it out on the ground and just stare for a while. Get a sense of what you're reworking with. I will frequently lay out decor and literally click through my crate on every decor I own to find a sync that works. I think knowing what you're working with is hugely important. I believe there are at least 1000 plus decor in this game. So it'll take a while, but if you can memorize a lot of it, you'll come up with more unique and fun ideas.
Awesome! Well, thank you for working around technical issues and having me on the plot.
Anytime. Was a pleasure having you over.
If folks want to get in touch with you, how should they do so? Twitter, forums, in-game, blog, Tumblr?
In-game mail to Proxima Dust would be best. I'm also the oft grumpy poster xiv on the forums if they want to PM me there. I'm always happy to help with advice, though I won't have time for commissions until guild and linked housing.
I'm hoping that soon.
Me too. Make it happen, Carbine.
But seriously, thank you again so much for the tour.
All good fun, and good luck with the show.
Thank you. I hope more Dominion sign up soon.